Good morning, 9 o'clock a.m., May 26, 2023 on a Friday. Okay, I just thought of something else that I need to deal with today. I'm going right now to check on today. Whoops, wait a minute. Right now to check on today. Whoops, wait a minute. Are you kidding me? On today. Whoops, wait a minute. Are you kidding me? On today. Whoops, wait a minute. Are you kidding me? I had that muted earlier, and sometime along since the Fortnite show, I unmuted it. I'm going over to check on a redirect. Should be a redirect to Carrie Holzman's show today. Yes, there it is. And does Ken have a show? I don't see a show for Ken. I had a reminder ring for myself to remind people to click Ken's link to go to that show. After this live stream ends, I do the redirect to Carrie's show on Fridays. I'm punching all around here because I don't know what I'm doing. I seem confused. Pop out chat and zoom things up. Al J. Oh, Al J. What did I see? Al J. Is your name actually Alice? Are you here that you can reply to that? And if so, do you prefer to be called Al or Alice? Al J says the new trailer is really good. And Al J says, yes, it's Alice. May I call you Alice? I would prefer to call you Alice if that's okay. John Williams, awesome trailer. Thank you. And Nick Poverman says, yesterday I farted in the Apple store and everyone got upset at me. It's not my fault. They don't have Windows. Okay. And Alice says, yes, it's fine. Thank you. John Williams. Hard at work today. Installed hubcaps on my lawnmower. Now it goes forward and backwards. Let's see. Hubcaps on my lawnmower. Now it goes forward and backwards. How does installing hubcaps? Am I not getting something about that? It goes forwards and backwards by virtue of having hubcaps. Yeah. Pew! Speedy C, another great trailer. Keep them coming, Doug. Plus another shameless plug for Ken. Yes, it was. Carl J says, cool trailer. Thank you, folks. For those who don't know, that might be watching this in replay, the trailers occur before my live streams show, and they might show up as much as a day earlier. And all you have to do to check on the next trailer is to go youtube.com/LWTDB, which is the acronym for my channel, /live. And that will take you to either my currently running live show or my next scheduled live show. And if that next scheduled live show has a trailer, then you will get to see it. And there's possibly a new development coming up in terms of trailers. John Lewis, hello. Ken said, no show today. There's Alice's response, and Speedy C, hi, Doug. Yes, it's fine. And Ran Israel, hello. So I didn't get around yesterday to something that I want to show. Gary Weissenberger, a couple days ago, provided this list, a link to this list of internet top-level domains. Well, after that show, I went and spent some time here, and I found some really interesting things. I'm not sure if I'm going to, I don't have them actually listed in my head to go through, but one of them in particular. So these are the original top-level domain names, meaning a website could have a www.somethingname.com or .org, .net, .int, .edu, .gov, and military. That's what we started out with. And then we had some more things come up. So then here was a ARPA, which I was surprised at. I was thinking ARPA is ARPANET, right? Well, Advanced Research Projects Agency, and then there was another name also, Address and Routing Parameter Area. Apparently that acronym is being kind of repurposed a couple times. But then there's .academy, .accountant, .accountants, .actor, active, ads, adult, arrow, Africa, agency. All of these are the .A's, and then we get the .B's or .baby. Have you ever gone to a website, something .baby? How, boy, I just couldn't pick up any of these that I have actually found being advertised. Well, maybe .biz. I think I've come across that. Black Friday, Black Friday. How about that? Blockbuster, they're closed down. Blockbuster, that doesn't even exist anymore, does it? But all of these different it's top-level domains, and that whole thing came up because of the new things that Google came out with, .zips and .movs, and how they could be misused. And it occurs to me, wow, there's a lot of other things here that could be misused. But the catch with what makes .zip and .mov so much more, tricky or deceiving is that those are valid file extensions that somebody could think they're clicking on a file extension and actually get to a website that might be doing something devious. Now, I'm not going to go into what the deviousness could be, but right now I'm just kind of browsing through these .cafe, .cab, airline and related travel business services, city guides, tourist attractions is a .cab, .camera. Jose, wake up! This is for you, and Tim. .camera or .cam. You can have it either way. So there could be a timsal.cam and a imposter at timsal.camera. Camping, capital. Now this next area, D, is the one that I really got to chuckle out of. I'm going to get to the D's. Let's see, there's .cool, .contract, .coupon, .cpa, and here we go, .dad. Are you kidding me here? Target market is fathers. The operator, the registry service is Google. Google came up with the idea of .dad. Now then, okay, so why have .dad? There's no link here, so I can't get to anything. These ones that are underlined in blue, when you float your mouse over them, it'll give you an idea of why they're there. This one, .dance. This list of internet top-level domains contains top-level domains, which are those domains, the DNS, That gives nothing specific about that particular one. I think, does that gear icon take you something more specific? Page previews, no. All right, let's get out of that. So I wonder, why does Google offer a .dad domain? So who do we go for this? Well, we could do, let's see what ChatGPT says about that. Let's see, did I already ask this one? ChatGPT, GPT. I say the letters wrong. Why does Google offer a .dad TLD, top-level domain? Why? What? Really? As of my knowledge, cutoff date September. Google does not offer a .dad. Okay, well, that's not where I got it. I found some search somewhere that gave me a reasonable answer for that. So how about if we do a Google search for that? Why does Google? And there was a place that I came across something that I thought was interesting. Response. And this is the unscripted part of this show. Now you can claim a .dad domain for your website. Cue the dad jokes. Why wasn't Google's new top-level domain empathetic when listening to other people's problems? Because it considered itself to be a domain character in every situation. Many domains shortcuts are quite practical. Type doc.new in your browser's address bar and bam, you got a Google Doc. While some Google's, where is it? Somewhere along in here, it came up with something about the .dad. Oh, here we go. Does this be it? Will .dad revolutionize how we use the internet forever? Probably not. Will some of the new dad dedicated domains make you laugh? Absolutely. Visit shortcuts like jokes.dad, meme.dad, dad.dad to find collections. Somewhere there was a comment about dad jokes. Well, I guess we already did see a little bit of that. But anyway, that list of top-level domains is insane. So what's the point? Is anybody really using that stuff? I got to say that what business opportunities, these domain marketers where you can get these, you could have Amazon dad trying to be a fake Amazon, maybe. Will there be restrictions on that? Well, that's another thing over here, is that there is this list of restrictions. If there's restrictions on the domain, it'll show up in this column. So here, this one, .cpa, restricted to licensed CPA firms. Well, that's good to know. What other things here? .case was reserved for CNH Industrial. Yeah, I don't know what that is. Anyway, I just spent far too much time browsing through all of that. But thank you, Gary. That was useful. So Dennis redirected here to the show. Nick Poverman says, Kerry has a new live later. He talks about hubcaps and lawnmowers. Kerry has a new live stream later today. He talks about hubcaps on lawnmowers. Is that where that hubcaps comment came from? Let's see. If I come over here to youtube.com/Kerry Holzman/live. If you didn't know that, anybody's channel name /live. Now it has to be their channel URL. Might not be the user-friendly name. Computer build featuring Intel Core i4. I don't know. How's that hubcaps? Hubcaps. I don't get the connection. Kerry has a new live later today. He talks about hubcaps on lawnmowers. He jokes about hubcaps on lawnmowers in his lives. Always? You know that he's going to joke about that today in a live stream that's unscripted, unrehearsed? You're still... Oh, I don't quite follow you. Josh Kinder, Jeff Ryman, Eileen Novak, .cab is also, yes, Wintermute. I know, when I came across that first, I thought, hey, .cab, that's a file extension. And there may be more in there too. I don't know. Clunk Alex, hello. Good to see you. First time I'm recognizing your name. I know I've seen Eileen Novak plenty of times. I know Eileen Novak is not a troublemaker, so I will make you a moderator, standard moderator. Welcome to the Blue Crew, Eileen. Clunk Alex, keep showing up and have conversations with us. You'll get there too. Lawn Dog, so is my understanding that the domain 3 letters .com, .net, etc. were intended for classifications. Now these new ones come up and it's puzzling, especially .zip. And it's no longer TLA. It's no longer... Remember when they came up with a 3-letter acronym for the 3-letter acronym? TLA. What does that stand for? 3-letter acronym. Ugh. Is not this your understanding also? Classifications, I'm not sure about the word classifications, but it's certainly .com, .net, .edu, .gov for gov. Those all made sense, but all this other stuff, it just seems to be a way of, well, classifications is true. Like, I think there's like something for hairdressers in there. So certain types of businesses or interests or kind of have a same top level domain, and it kind of classifies them as a group. But what the real thing behind it, it's a way for domain providers, whatever, there's a term for them, to make money because they charge for those. It's like the services who will charge for star registry. So you can name a star for your child or for a romantic partner if you can't afford to buy a real gift for them. You can buy them a star and register that star with their name. Somebody's making money on it. If you were to travel out to that star and check their records, I bet it's not recorded there, not actually at the star. Nick says he jokes about hubcaps and lawnmowers in his lives. It's essentially working too hard, says it's about the bling. Nick Poverman, that is where the guy, his joke about hubcaps on lawnmowers, that is where the guy, his joke about hubcaps on lawnmowers. Oh, yes. Okay, I remember hearing him say about that. I remember him talking about hubcaps on lawnmowers once. He may have said it multiple times. I don't catch all of Carrie's show. Don't have enough time to watch them all. I used to. Before I started being a YouTube content creator, I watched every one of his shows, never missed. And then I became a content creator. Yeah, so lawnmowers on, hubcaps on lawnmowers, it was about the bling, I guess. RGB on computers, was that it? And Eileen Novak gives a couple celebration emojis there. Gary Weisenberger gives me another link. Let's see what this is. Programmer attorney wins first U.S. software patent. I thought software was typically copyright, not patent. So this is why it's a first time. Let's see. That kind of messed up. Let me go back and click on that again. I will go read through that again. May 26, 1981, long time ago. Programmer, U.S. software patent. I'm thinking maybe I have to subscribe in order to see that, sign in. I can't get back to the wired home. Let's see, I'll grab that URL and then try pasting it again. Maybe I need to, oh, there, I got to it this time. Whoops, no. All right, I'll go read through that later. Thank you, Gary. Your stuff is always interesting. There's Eileen's celebration for the Blue Crew. Gary Weisenberger, Sellenball, poverty caps are made to prevent ruse on lug nuts. Poverty caps are made to prevent reuse. It's going to typo there. I haven't quite figured out yet. William Dawson says hello. Gary to Gary and me. And don't forget to add the .ca or .jp for country. Oh, the country codes. Oh, my gosh. Oh, I had a domain. I was the manager of a domain, EAA.cc. I've mentioned that EAA chapter, our Aircraft Association, Experimental Aircraft Association of America. We had our local chapter. We had a website, www.eaa.cc, which is kind of special because EAA all over the world has chapter numbers. We were EAA chapter 376. But we had a website, eaa.cc, and I told people that stands for Central California when it actually is some island country somewhere. And I looked it up back in the past, and oh, you know what? I could go back over here, right? Let's go over here and go into this list. And oh, I'm real close to CC. Oh, but I got to go to country codes. .cc. If I do a search for .cc, oh, I'm not finding it. I think maybe the country codes are on a different. Here's country code, top level domains. Top level domains. Scroll down here. I should find .cc to find out who that was. Here it is. Australia. Oh, Cocos, Keeling Islands, Cocos. I know there's a particular way to pronounce it. I don't think I hit it right yet. Australian territory, not to be confused with Cocos Island, COCOS, not to be confused with COCOS. Island in Guam, currently marketing as a global domain. Registration allowed worldwide, local presence not required. The domain is currently operated by ENIC, a VeriSign company. And that's the yes, yes, yes. 3 yeses. What are those yeses for? IDN, DNSSEC, and SLD. Whatever those are. I've read through it before. Kerry has a live. He also has joked about hubcaps on lawnmowers when it comes to putting RGB on a computer. Yes, meaning useless. Does not make it go faster. It does not make it go in reverse either. I don't know what the reverse was. I just blocked the .mov and .zip domains via GPEdit and Windows 10 Pro from Greg M. Alice says, does anyone use Razer products or software on their PCs? John Lewis compared to RGB on computers. John Lewis, 1981. That was the the first software case for patent. I guess the Coke people always want to add bling to their lawnmowers. It gives them the I am above you when it comes to lawnmower respected. We always like upstage our neighbors. Gary Weisenberger, easier to sue, and it was May 26th. Is that not what it said over there? Let's see. May 26th, 1981. Oh, which is today. Today is May 26th. So today is a anniversary, some certain number of years. 42 years? Did I get that math right in my head momentarily? 42 years. I opened my business. I became self-employed about a year after, 11 years after that, 1992, in June. Okay. I want to come over here to channel comments. Matthew Barnes, look at this. Matthew Barnes, I've been re-watching old videos, Doug, to find the Concord moment. Does this guy know what he's doing? He seems confused. And I found it at 48 minutes, priceless. Thank you, Matthew Barnes. I wanted to have this documented. Does this guy know what he's doing? He seems confused. Where did that originate from? He gave it to us right here. When you click on that, 4800, of course, you guys can't click on it. It goes right into here, and I will do a share with a timestamp and copy that, and I'll put that into chat. I don't know why Concord. I don't know the reference for Concord. The Concord moment. By the way, my brother Tom flew on the Concord. I'll call it the Concord moment. Allah, and let's see. Matthew Barnes. Allah, Matthew Barnes, to document that he took the time and the trouble to go back and find it. So over here, where's that Concord moment? Let's see, get back to the right place and over here and cancel out of this. So what are we talking about? Concord moment for the people who don't know. At 4800 in the chat room over here, I'll mute that. A. Kovach says, does this guy know what he's doing? And in a moment, he comes up with his next comment. Turn off my picture-in-picture. Waiting for his next comment. So what were we talking about at that time? Well, this point in that video will show you what we were talking about at that time. A. Kovach says, does this guy know what he's doing? He seems confused. And then later in that show, somebody deleted his comment. And I went back and said, no, that's okay. I don't mind people criticizing and asking questions like that. Some content creators don't put up with that, but I'm fine with it. Then let's go back here. Rust. Guess what? Rust. Easier to sue. It was May 26th. Rust. Oh, I guess Rust is what there was the potential typo that I was thinking back up here. Where was that? Oh, he retracted it. I think that was the comment. Oh, here. Poverty caps are made to prevent rust on lug nuts. Poverty caps. Well, it says Rust here, but poverty caps? I don't know what that is. Yeah, I don't get it. But then I'm thick. You guys know that. So what do we got next? Easier to sue. Panama. Wintermute is asking Panama, what is PA? Guess what PA is? Oh, Panama. All right, that makes sense. Guess what .ky is? Si, senor. Okay, so Dennis is replying that .pa is Panama. I know KY as a state. Cayman Islands. Really? Cayman Islands is KY. All right. The Concord moment. Oh, that was from me. Chris Garrett, I'm the one that removed the comment and I regret. Oh, Chris Garrett. Well, thank you for fessing up about that. And you know, there was no hard feelings over that, but I did tell him it's okay. Can you click show more to see the exact date? Certainly. Certainly. Good idea. Good question. Here and show more. It was October 1st, 2021 when that Concord moment. Now explain to me what Concord moment means. I guess, I don't know, Concord is really fast airplane with the nose that would tip down in order to be able to see the runway when you're landing. My brother not only flew on that, but he had arranged for it to come to his local airport. Oh, look at this. This is a reminder ringing on my phone at 27 minutes after the show starts on Friday to remind you to click on the link in the chat room to go to Ken Stout's live show. Only there's no live show today. Well, that's configured to ring every Friday. So, because last Friday I forgot that. What do we got? Okay, come back to chat. I don't have anything else queued to show today. October 1st, 2021. Hubcaps prevent rust. I do get that, but how? But poverty caps. I don't understand the word poverty. Poverty caps. What are poverty? Poverty caps is like government wanting to prevent too many people living at the poverty level. And so they give money to the poor. It said 1 year and it's been almost 2. Did it now? Let's see. Stream live. When we show less. Oh, 1 year ago. Yeah, you're right. Well, that's, how does, this is, we talked about Doug math a while back. This is YouTube math. When do you round? When do you round up or down? So apparently, whenever this starts showing 2 years, that's when YouTube does rounding. Maybe that won't change to show 2 years until the actual 2-year anniversary. And that's YouTube math. Oh, Doug, you need more tech stuff to talk about. People need to ask me questions. Send me Windows questions to this email address right there. It starts over here and it goes this way. You can send a question by email, or you can put a question and a comment on any of my videos. If you put a question or a comment on any of my videos, it'll show up for me over on this page over here. When I show them during a live stream, they'll show up here. And that's how I respond to people's questions. No matter which of my videos they put a question on, it'll show up here and I'll respond to it. And then send you a link by replying to this comment, which should show up in your email, unless you have gone to the effort of disabling that feature on YouTube. Shame on you. That's a bad thing to do. Bad thing to do. It will be 2 years in October. All right, I'm all caught up. It is 9:30. I think, oh, let's see, Matthew Barnes. I'm not, now I don't need to reply to Matthew Barnes because he watches often enough that he will see my response. And I'm typically not going to reply to people who, I'm not going to send you a timestamp code of when I replied in the video for people who are around frequently. But the point of replying with timestamp code is try to get people feeling welcomed and to come in and get answers to their questions. And also, I might do the thumbs up and heart on people's comments who are here frequently without actually showing it during the live stream, because that's not really helpful and useful to people who I'm trying to attract to the channel for Windows topics and questions. But I appreciate your comments there. I want them. And the more comments that are on my videos, that helps supposedly with the YouTube algorithm, and I believe that. Okay, all the chat. I am caught up with chat. So let's, tomorrow, Saturday, normal Saturday show. Saturday shows, if you don't know, are about 2 hours long. We have a Zoom session open. You can come in and join us on either with or without your camera and with your voice. Doesn't make a whole lot of sense to come into Zoom without your camera on and without a microphone on, right? No. And also, I would like to be able to connect. I would like to connect remotely to people's computers to either discuss computer topics or fix an issue on your computer, try to fix an issue on your computer. And don't forget the chat room. No matter whether it's a Windows Daily or a Saturday show, there's a lot of other conversations and answers and suggestions that come in from the people that are in the chat room. Gary says normal. Did I say something normal somewhere? Did I use the word normal somehow? No, I'm not normal. I don't know what that was in reference to. Chris was laughing about something. Hello, Frankie B. All right. Shut it down, Doug. Your time is up. Give it up. Hang it up. Hasta la vista. Bye-bye. Hasta luego. Hasta luego, I think it is. Have a great day. Catch you later. Goodbye.